Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have this MK5 GTI, and over the last couple of months the headliner has been sagging and looking pretty ratty. And I tore all the fabric out, and I went to the fabric store to find fabric that would match the color of my car, and I was unsuccessful. So I looked online for headliner fabric replacement, and I just didn't want to spend the money to do that. And so I thought maybe I can just paint it. And so I tried that today. What I did is I went down to Home Depot and I took a trim piece from the headliner and I had them color match it in a small can of exterior latex paint. And I think the results came out pretty good, better than I expected. So I'll let you see the headliner and I'll let you decide for yourself. So here it is after I've finished painting it. As you could tell, it finish looks pretty good. It gave it a textured finish in a charcoal gray. So here's the trim piece that I took down to Home Depot, and like I said, just had them color match this and mix it into a little can of paint and primer all in one. I think it was like maybe $15. So basically I just use this 20-gallon air compressor. I have its outlet pressure set at 50 psi. And then I just use this little canister sprayer that I picked up at Harbor Freight. I've had this for a while. I mixed the paint like a 4-to-1 ratio, 4 parts paint, 1 part water. Okay, so I got the headliner back in the car now. Relatively pleased with it. I think, obviously fabric would have made it look a lot better. But the color seems to be okay. The only downside to doing the paint so far is that anytime you touch it, if you have dry hands, it's going to leave a white spot just like that on the headliner. And I found that you can take a damp microfiber towel and just blot it, and those spots will generally just go away. It's hard to kind of rub it because of the texture. The texture is relatively stiff. But if you just blot it, it seems to go away okay. But overall, for a cheap, quick fix, as opposed to trying to deal with a headliner and get it all wrapped around and have it laid down right and use an adhesive and all that good stuff, the paint seemed to be a pretty cheap and easy way to go. It was kind of a pain in the butt to get it back in and try to concentrate on not scratching it all up. But otherwise, if you're looking for something that's just cheap, I think I spent less than $15 on the can of paint. So here's a close-up view from inside the car. As you can see the texture that's on there. And that's simply just left over from when I peeled the headliner off. That's just the sticky adhesive residue that dried on there. But you could see that the paint matches the pull down or the handle relatively decent, along with the sun visor. Shot from this angle, again, blends together pretty nicely. It doesn't completely clash or anything like that. I think if you had guests in here, they probably wouldn't even know any better. They probably just think that that's just the way the headliner looks. So anyway, guys, that's it for my video. Thanks for watching. As always, God bless.